Yesterday, it was brought to my attention how I've been taking on other people's problems and holding it within my energy fields without even realizing. And it happens to all of us, even with daily efforts to cleanse our energy fields, if we are not mindful of our own beliefs. And in my case, the belief that I have to be present for certain people in my life in a certain way. And that includes having to take on or feeling obliged to take on their problems. And this is also disempowering in a sense that we cannot trust them to have the courage and power to eventually handle their problems on their own. And the need for us to step up to do more on their behalf, almost carrying their own burden. It reminds me that true support for others does not require us to be self-sacrificial. We do not have to burn ourselves in our entirety in order to truly be of service to others, because doing so will cause us to create blind spots within us and not have the mental clarity to figure out the best way to support. And as I became mindful of my own limiting beliefs, I was able to swiftly, eventually, purge and release them to the deepest extent from my system. By doing so, it doesn't mean that we need to be cold and unfriendly towards others for fear of taking on their problems. A lot of times, we can feel but not take on. And this is something I'm still internalizing myself. And that comes from a place of really higher perspective, to feel compassionate for others, yet at the same time to retain that level of objectivity and detachedness within the being, so that we know the best way to support them and the best way for us to be there in every situation. So if this message speaks to you at this moment, I hope it sheds some light. And if you happen to find yourself often mired in other people's problems, it is not that you are not doing your level best in your daily efforts in energy clearing. There is also more to do with our own limiting beliefs, and certainly with the right awareness, we can clear them speedily and truly be the best version for ourselves and others. So happy weekend ahead.